Hello, this is all Abrial. I want to talk to you guys about your rising sign and your physical style, because I have noticed that there are a lot of trends on whether it be TikTok or Instagram that give you a lot of style tips based on your rising sign. So for example, you could be a Scorpio rising and they tell you you have to wear like black, dark reds and such, leather, maybe velvet to be more sensual. And I think, of course, sure, you can do that stuff, but more so, you should be dressing towards the archetype's value rather than the archetype's personality. And I want to explain what exactly I mean by that, because I just strongly feel this because I have been going through, I've been a dresser since I was born. I was born into it, so I know style. But then also, me developing as my own human being and growing up, I have been transforming my style a lot. So it's kind of just something that I know about and want to combine astrology with that. So I want to teach a little bit about it and give guidance and kind of like astrological advice and understanding on what it means to really dress towards your rising sign or your ascendant sign, because I think it's really important for people who want to integrate those two aspects of their life, maybe like the spiritual and the physical, in together. So I have some do's and don'ts, and what we're going to be doing here is just going through this, and I have some writings here. So, rising sign and your style, right? It should not be limited to the initial themes of the ascendant zodiacal trend, personality, and energetic type. It more so should be displayed in the manner that aligns with the values of the sign, okay? It should align with the values of the sign and not necessarily the energetic personality of the sign. So, think about someone who has an Aquarius rising. An Aquarius rising is going to be known for their out-of-the-box thinking. They're going to be known for doing things against the trends. They're going to be going against the grain, and they're just going to look alien-like. And I say that in the best way possible because aliens are cool because they're weird. So what you're going to want to do for this example is you're not necessarily going to want to dress so alienistic and odd looking unless that's what you already like. Then you're going to integrate that with the Aquarian values. But what it is you're going to dress to things that feel weird to you, that feel out of the box for you, that go against the trends for you. You're not necessarily going to want to dress like in metallic, shoulder padded, full bodysuit blazer dress every single day. But you can still want to dress to something that feels foreign to you. Even too, I feel like with the Aquarian archetype example, you can dress in a way that makes you feel like you can best suit humanity. Like, and that can even be just wearing clothing that feels more practical. If you feel like you are the most of service to a collective group of people when you are wearing all black, like you feel like you can be most yourself in all black, and you wear like, you literally have 3 pieces in your closet that you rotate through all week, and it's all black, and you can't tell the difference between any of the outfits that you're wearing on those 3 different days that you rotate it through. If you feel like that outfit gives you the best ability to serve humanity and go out into the world and be your most authentic self, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to dress towards. You don't have to wear shiny metallic, like giving XG gala music video. You don't have to dress like that every single day, and that's also not realistic for a lot of people. So I feel like you just need to understand what it means to be authentic to you and do that. And of course, that's an example for the Aquarian archetype, but you should just integrate that as well with all different signs and their archetypal values. So just think about the sign that you have your ascendant in, that's the first house, and then think about the values of that sign, and then combine those two to figure out what your personal style would be best suited as, right? So then I have some examples here. So the examples that we're using are Libra rising and Virgo rising. So for Libra rising, for Libra rising, you don't have to dress in pink everything and be flowy and gold and look like a feminine goddess every single day. You don't have to do that if you're a Libra rising. Like, I promise you don't have to do that. What you should do if you're Libra rising to coordinate your style into it is dress in a way that feels coordinatively beautiful. Like, there's coordination and there's beauty, and there's your own sense of beauty wrapped into it. So if you feel like you find coordinated value in things that are textured, like you find coordinated beauty and value in textured clothing, think furs, think metallics, think silks, think denim, those kind of things. Those are the things that you feel coordinatedly impassioned to and you find ultimate beauty in them. Go towards that. Like, if you have an affinity towards denim and you just want to wear denim on denim every single day, do it. I think too, for Libra risings, you don't necessarily have to lead into the whole ultra girly, ultra feminine, ultra Venusian energy, but what you can do is lean into matching sets, because Libra likes counterparts. Libra likes a dynamic. So if you feel like you have a Libra rising and you're trying to experiment more with your style, I would recommend you try out matching sets, because not only does it give the illusion and the presentation of cohesion, but it also works together. Like, there are two working parts that work together, and that is what Libra values. So you have to think about it like that. For a Virgo rising, I also do have due for matching sets for Virgo, but now that I'm here talking and I'm looking at my notes and I'm kind of like getting more information as I'm speaking from my notes, another thing that is to only wear muted colors for Virgo risings. Now also too, with Virgo risings as well, their personal style, it should be incorporated in a way that feels most practical to them, rather than something even like this, even the uniform matching sets. I feel like that could be like something that actually, this is funny, I feel like that could actually be something that goes more into the energetic personality of the archetype rather than the values of the archetype, but it could be both, because their personality also lies in their values. But Virgo is a little bit of a tricky sign because it's the only human sign, so that's something we have to be aware of. It's the only actually, it's not the only human sign, it's the second human sign, but it's the most human sign, because we'll get into it. We'll get into it if you decide to learn astrology with me. That's developing, but I'll probably just put the link in there if you want to check it out. But come back. Virgo rising should be dressing in a way that feels most practical to them. So it doesn't necessarily have to be matching sets. It doesn't necessarily have to be only muted colors, but it definitely needs to be what feels most practical to them and something that they feel like they can wear in their everyday rotation. That's something that's going to be very valuable to the Virgo rising. So yeah, this just says right here, it says, don't limit your self-expression, rather implement inherent cosmic values towards your self-expression. Meaning, don't feel like you need to dress spooky all the time because you're a Scorpio rising. Don't feel like you need to dress feminine all the time because you are a Libra rising. Don't feel like you have to dress in smart clothing all the time because you're a Capricorn rising. Do the style that implements and reflects the values of that signal archetype, and then you're super good, golden, and amazing. Yeah. That's what I have to say about your rising signs and your style. I just feel the most energetic surge about this because I love astrology. And if you want to talk to me about astrology, definitely send me an email and we can chat about it together. I am developing. You can learn astrology with me and we can just talk about astrology as well. If you want to have somewhat of a personal astrologer, if you feel like you've always wanted someone to be like, text and be like, hey, like, how is the full moon gonna impact me today, and it not be AI, that's me. I can do that for you. Enjoy. Bye.